Hello guys, it's your biology video tutorial first. So see, I will discuss all the questions which has been asked by the UPSC from biology chapters. So what is the biology? As we know that the study of the living organism called the biology, where we categorize generally two types generally. So here botany and zoology. So we will talk about the botany as being that is study of the plant's life, and zoology is study of the animal lives. Alright, so firstly we will talk the sequence wise of the botany questions, and then we will go for zoology questions. So first to see, yes, only a snake that built a nest. As we know that generally a snake lives in a house, but king cobra is a snake that is of course lives in the nest also, and building also nest. Most of the desert plants bloom during the night time because of, as we know that D will be here, because the desert insects are active during the night time. Why it is so? D will be here because, as we know that the temperature of the desert ecosystem is high always, so the night temperature is also favorable for the flower, and it's very suitable time for the pollination in flowers. So that can be here, of course. Now third, as we know that the question is saying that living organism require at least 27 element of waste, and the 15 are the metal. Among these are required in the measure quantity include, no need to doubt, of course, potassium, as we know, sodium, magnesium and calcium. C will be correct. Why it shows the, because as we know that potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium are essential, of course, for living organism. As we know, where the calcium, magnesium and the phosphorus is essential parts of the bone and teeth, and the calcium is also necessary for blood clotting. As we know, the sodium helps in the muscle activity and nerves transmissions, so very important. So here C will be correct answer. Now fourth C, is it possible to the produce seedless tomato fruits? Seedless tomato fruit, of course, as we know that here will be spraying hormone on a flower, of course. C will be correct. Why it is so? Because as we know that the hormone auxin is responsible to produce the seedless tomato fruits. So here C will be correct. Fifth number C. Fifth number question we have to the match. So photosynthesis, of course, with the help of the chloroplast in a green plant, so photosynthesis occurs. So here will be this one. A is going to be a 2, so of course we have of course two choice only, C and D. So now see, mineral uptake, of course in a way plasma membrane. So if the B is going to 1, that right, and respiration occur in the mitochondria, because the energy house is a mitochondria, as we know that, and photosynthesis, that is the ribosome, of course. Protein synthesis, because as we know protein synthesis, yes, it happens in the ribosome. Ribosome helps in the protein synthesis. So here C will be correct answer. Why it is so? Once again I repeat the explanation that photosynthesis occur in the green plants by the help of the chloroplast, and the plasma membrane is a membrane of the transport minerals and cellular respiration related to the mitochondria, by which the energy release, and the ribosome is helped in a protein synthesis. That's why C will be correct answer. D. As we know, which one of the following is going to modified? As we know that in the ST. So that will be potato. Why it is shown? Because we see, as we know that the potato tuber bears the bud in a small pits known as an eye bud, developed over the branches. The sum of the branches they become green, erect, and the leafy, of course, stemmed at the grow horizontally underground. So 6 is going to be D. 7 number, which one of the following the organism is likely to show highest the concentration of the DDT once it has been introduced in the ecosystem? So as we know that here, see, snack is a tertiary consumer. So definitely here will be C answer. Why it is so? Because if we go for the explanation, then definitely I can say DDT is, as we know that is a non-biodegradable chemical. Biomagnification is the phenomenon of the increasing concentration of the compound, yes, in the tissue of the organism. As the compound passes up the food chain, usually as a result of food intakes. In this case, the concentration of the compound will increase with the increasing tropical level. So biomagnifying the pollutant, yes, with increase in the concentration, yes, with increase in the concentrations from producer to primary consumer to the secondary, a secondary to will be, I mean, tertiary consumer, and tertiary to top consumer. So snack is a tertiary consumer. There should be no doubt that, of course, is DDT will be high, the bill high in a snack. Sure, yeah, C will be correct answer. Next, we have two maths. As we know that fruit as we know that when it develops after opening, so A is going to be a 4. 8 number question remind you that 8 is going to be a 4, because as we know that I mean 8, after the pollination of the ovary, fruits develops gradually from it. So ovary to a fruit, fine, stem of the tree develop to a wood. So stem, as we know, where is the stem? Develop to a wood. So here A is going to be 4 and this one, so this will be of course no need to doubt of this, will be correct. And as we know that starch, as we know that when we talk the starch will produce, as we know that leaf produces the starch in the time the photosynthesis occurs, and seed develops from the fertilizer of the ovule. So seed from ovule, that will be 9 number question. C. Which one of the following statement regarding starch and cellulose is not correct? Which one of the following statement regarding starch and cellulose is not correct? So, as we know, let me inform firstly that starch and cellulose both are plant origin. Alright. The starch deposit in the plant cells, where cellulose is most important, yes, constituent of the plant cell wall. So both starch and cellulose, yes, are polymer. Starch is the branches of the polymer of alpha D glucose, yes, unit linked by alpha 1 and 4, and is a glycosidic bond. Cellulose is a linear polymer of the beta D glucose unit. So glucose molecule are the present in the both starch and cellulose. Amylose in the starch is responsible for formation of the deep blue color in the presence of the iodine, but yes, cellulose doesn't form the any color, yes, when it's treated with the iodine, because as we know that amylose is absent in the cellulose, but amylose is present in a glucose. Remind you that. So here, which one is going to be a 9? 9 is going to be a here. Both are, of course, both of them give the color with the iodine. 9 is going to be a C, definitely, because we are the talking here. Yes, we are the talking that regarding the starch and cellulose, not a glucose. So once again I repeat, my dear, glucose molecule are present in the both cellulose, yeah, starch, where yes, amylose in the starch is responsible for the formation of the deep blue color in the presence of the iodine, but cellulose doesn't give the any color at the treatment with the iodine. Yes, because amylose is absent in the cellulose. So here C will be correct answer, because as we know that here is asking that not correct. Read carefully, not correct. So of course both forms not a color. Here the only one, as we know, which one is going to the form? Yes, the glucose molecule present in the both starch and cellulose, but amylose in the starch is responsible for the formation of the blue color in the presence of the iodine, but in a cellulose not. So starch forms, of course, when starch is treated with of course the iodine, that form the color, but yes, cellulose that doesn't form. Why? Because amylose is present there, but glucose is present in the both. So C will be here. Incorrect. And as we know that definitely I can say both of them are the plant origin. Yes, both of them are polymer, of course, and both of them are made of the glucose molecule. This is also correct statement. This is also correct statement. This is also, but this is absolutely wrong here. So definitely we will go for 9 is going to be a C correct. 10. Yes, ergotism is due to consumption of. Yes, ergotism is due to consumption. Yes, consumption of. 10. As we know ergotism, as we know that when we are going to define that is, it is effect of the long term ergot the poisoning due to, yes, ingestion of alkaloid produced by fungus. Yes, Claviceps purpura, which is found in infected cereal and yes, rice. So here which one will be correct here? 10 is going to be a contaminated grain, of course, because rice and I've already talked about the impacted cereals. Which one organism is going to be a fungus, of course. What is ergotism? That is of course long-term ergot poisoning due to, yes, ingestion of alkaloid. Yes, alkaloid. So 11 number C. Which one of the following is the useful functional association between the fungi and root of the higher plants? As we know that here, which one is going to be a mycorrhiza, of course. So why 9 is going to be D? Because mycorrhiza is a, yes, symbiotic association between the fungus and the root of the, yes, vascular plants. Mycorrhiza takes carbohydrate from the plants. In the return, the fungus helps by the plants. Yes, fungus helps the plants by the supplying the water. So the important mineral and also important mineral. So definitely mycorrhiza. What is the mycorrhiza? Once again I repeat here, that is a symbiotic association between the fungus and the roots of the vascular the plants, where the mycorrhiza takes the carbohydrate from the plants. In the return, what's the fungus doing there? Of course, the helping the plants by the supplying the water and the potent mineral. Now 12 number here, see. Which one of the following the biological community some of the species are, of course, in determining the ability of the large number of the other species to is persist in the community. Such species are called, what is called? That is, of course, as we know, 12 is going to be a keystone species. Because what is the keystone species? If you have, of course, done study in ecology, definitely you can define some as keystone species. It's a, of course, is a species that play a critical role in the maintaining the structure of the ecological community, and whose the impact on the community is the greater than would be expected based on its, of course, relative abundance and total biomass. So here keystone species, because here asking that ability of the large number of the other species to persist in the community. Such species are called keystone species, of course. 30 number C. Which one of the following the organism can serve as a biofertilizer for rice crops? 13. As we know that the blue-green algae is, used as biofertilizer in the rice crops. Remind you that one thing, that blue-green algae is used as biofertilizer in the rice crops. Blue-green algae has a nitrogen fixing ability which enhances the production of the rice. That's why, of course, so here blue-green algae. So A will be here correct answer. Now last question of this slide is phytotron is facility 2. What is it? When we talking about phytotron, and of course we can define that it's a type of the chamber designed to provide controlled environment for the study of the plant's growth. So here, which one? Grow the plants under the disease-free condition, conserve endangered species of the plants, grow the plants under the controlled condition, of course, that is going to be a C. So thank you guys in this video tutorial. Have a great times, and of course I would like to request you that, of course, if my video is going to benefit you too in any way too, will you're the confident to go for the UPSC, of course, the prelims of 2019, then please like and subscribe of my channel to really that will enhance to, of course, motivations to make some more and the more video that really would be benefiting to you, my dears. So thank you very much. Have a great time.